Um, number one, number one, there will be a great shaking in 2024. In fact, 2024, the first quarter of 2024 will open up with shakings, great shakings. And this is what I saw. There's a vision concerning it. In the vision, I was in a city, very populated. And all of a sudden, the city began to vibrate. There was a vibration. And the vibration was just like an earthquake. So everything on the surface of the earth in that city was shaking due to the vibration. The vibration was coming from underneath earth. So while the vibration was going on, becoming more intense, the landscape began to open up, began to tear apart. Also, just as it happens in earthquake areas. And all of a sudden, I saw a pipe, an iron pipe, very huge, very huge. It's just like these iron pipes that in most developed cities, you see, there is like they put under like an sewage drainage where flooding drainages can be controlled and maybe flushed to the sea. So it was like a pipe like that. So it was that pipe that was vibrating. So as the pipe was vibrating and the landscape began to tear apart, paving way for the pipe to be exteriorized to the surface. While I was watching this and the pipe came out, was exteriorized, all of a sudden there was a joint on that pipe. Due to the vibration of the pipe, that joint was disconnected. And when it was disconnected, there was this huge volume of water flowing with such pressure out of into the city. Where the water was coming from, only God knows what. I believe maybe such water could be coming from a sea water or an ocean. So it was flowing with pressure, high speed. I was flowing, and the shaking continued. So while this was happening, all of a sudden I saw six people that were, they were, I believe they were professionals. They were kitted in a professional attire to handle the situation. And the six people, they are different colors. I could remember, yes, I remember white, I remember black, I remember yellow, I remember red. Yes, I remember these colors. So, and the other two colors. So, and they began to fix the pipe. It wasn't easy. The vibration was happening. The shaking, the effect of the vibration was also happening. So it wasn't easy, but they tried to control it. So as they were trying to control it, and which they were doing, that's how I got up. So I was asking, and God was telling me to speak, there's going to be a shaking in many nations of the world. And the shaking is going to take in different formats in different nations and different organizations. Now, let me say this. In Europe, there's going to be a shaking of their economy. Watch out. And gradually, I think from news, we have heard that some countries in Europe are already or gradually being plunged into a inflation or what. But 2024, many countries of Europe are going to, the economy is going to be shaking. America, Middle East, and Asia, their government will be shaking. Africa is already shaking. Yes, it's already punched in the shaking economically, even in terms of government. So this, I want to focus on the body of Christ, because most of the shaking will happen in the body of Christ. And this is what I wrote. The shaking in the body of Christ, the shaking in the body of Christ is going to be so much, and there's a purpose for it. Yes, and while I was meditating, I went to Hebrew chapter 12, verse 26 to 27. Hebrew chapter 12, verse 26 to 27, where God was talking about shaking everything so that the things that cannot be shaken will last. So, the shaking in the body of Christ is because of three things. Number one, false doctrine, false indoctrination, teaching, and messages ongoing in the body of Christ. God is going to shake so that the messages, many of these messages will not stand the test of shaking. That is going to happen. Number two, the proliferation of many false and fake, so-called false and fake ministers. You see, God is going to shake. The shaking will eliminate them. Now, let me tell you something. During shaking, there will be noise. During shaking, there will be noise. During shaking, there will be replacement. During shaking, there will be displacement. During shaking, there will be purging. And during shaking, there will be realignment. So, whatever is not of God, everyone, so-called minister that have been staining the name of Jehovah before the word, they are going to be replaced. There's a replacement. So they are going to be replaced, meaning that they'll be removed and be replaced by the real ones. So, and also the third one is because of the division and disunity of the church. So these are the three things I received regarding the shaking that is going to happen in the body of Christ. So that's the first one.